Hi everyone, today's video, it is all about how the theory can be applied in facilitating learning. So these are the 3 theories that we will going to tackle. Theory number 1. Brunner's theory on constructivism encompasses the idea of learning as an active process wherein those learning are able to form new ideas based on what their current knowledge is as well as their past knowledge, and communication between the learner and the teacher is the key concept. Believe that the most effective way to develop a coding system of the student is to discover it by itself, rather than focusing only what the teacher must said. An example, it applies them to construct their own knowledge, that also known as constructivist approach.
Learners actively develop their knowledge without relying on others, and they build new knowledge from the foundation of their previous learning, and it makes them engaged and responsible for their own learning.
Okay. Bloom taxonomy theory is a classification system used to define and distinguish different levels of human cognition. Example, thinking, learning, and understanding. Educators have typically used Bloom's taxonomy to inform or guide the development of assessments, includes the tests and other evaluations of students' learning. In curriculum, it includes units, lessons, projects, and other learning activities, and instructional methods such as questioning strategies. This is the illustration of Bloom taxonomy. Bloom taxonomy is the most widely used and enduring tool through which to think about student learning. It's originally created by the American educational psychologist Benjamin Bloom in 1956. Bloom taxonomy provides hierarchical ordering of cognitive skills and is used worldwide to help inform successful teaching practice. Activities and questioning are the fundamental tools all teaching use daily. The example of the level 6 or the 6 levels of Bloom taxonomy. Remember, example activities at the remembering level is to memorize the poem, recall state capital, remember math formulas. In understand, the level 2, understand, organize the animal kingdom based on a given framework. Level 3 is to apply, level organize the animal kingdom based on a given framework. Level 3, apply, use a formula to solve a problem. Analyze, identify the parts of democracy, and evaluate, make a judgment regarding an ethical dilemma. And the last, the level 6, create, design a new solution to an old problem that honor or acknowledge the previous failures. Thus, the daily use of activities and questioning about the use of Bloom's taxonomy in our daily lives.
Conclude statement about the original Bloom's taxonomy and revised taxonomy. It has taken the very important topic of thinking and placed structure around it that is usable by practitioners. It can also help the teachers who keep a list of questions, prompt, encourage higher education thinking skills in their students, and used to classify educational learning objectives into levels of complexity and specificity. While the Anderson's and Crutchwell taxonomy is user-friendly, its revised classification is to use by educations, teachers, professional educators, and curriculum planners from broader and more comprehensive perspective. In addition, builders and critical thinkers who intend to develop students' thinking and skills to make them excellent thinkers have successfully addressed their societies and countries. Because Bloom was personally critical of his taxonomy, And that's why the revise made more adaptive and easier for the current age that we had. The taxonomies are extremely useful tools in building awareness, too simple to more complex and challenging types of thinking learning. It also assists in defining the levels of complexity.
The most important factor influencing learning is the quantity, clarity, and organization of the learner's present knowledge. Para kasi kay Ausubel's idea, kapag pag si teacher nagturo ng new knowledge or ng new topic, i-relate niya dapat sa may idea na ni student o yung prior knowledge ni student para mas lalong naiintindihan, nauunawaan ni student at matutunan ni student yung new topic. And naniniwala din si Ausubels na dapat hindi lang basta connection, dapat organize yung knowledge ng student.
Example, if you let them know that the e-learning course covers animal genus concept, they can immediately assess their animal classification knowledge in order to build upon it and apply when participating in the e-learning course. Offer greater detail as you progress through the e-learning module so that your learner can begin to differentiate from the other pieces of information they have already collected. Remember, the key to knowledge retention is connecting the concept, then making them stand out from the crowd so that they are not easily forgotten.
Conclude statement. The theory focuses on how individuals acquire and learn large chunks of information through visual means or text material. Subsumption theory was originally developed exclusively for instructional design. It prescribes a way of creating instructional material that helps learners organize their content in order to make it meaningful for transfer. The goal here is for learners to have the necessary background that will help them solve any problem and also retain this knowledge.